Good afternoon, Greyhound fans, and thanks for joining us on the NE10 Now as we bring you Assumption University football home for the second week in a row, facing off against American International College. Live here at Brian Kelly Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts, Matt Laboissonniere, your commentator here this afternoon on what started as a rainy day but clearing up now on the campus of Assumption University. 3-1, the record of the Greyhounds. 1-0 in conference. That was last week against Pace University, a 36-22 victory, which on paper looks very routine for the Hounds, winning by multiple scores and barely allowing 20 points, but not as easy as it looked. Hounds were up 21-12 at halftime, actually succeeded 10 straight points, and it was a bit of a close game there. Pace holding out a 1-point lead, but after that the Hounds would close it out. 15 straight points, including a 73-yard scoop and score by Jaron Wilson to ice the game and electrify the crowd. And we are on our way here. Assumption won the kickoff, chose to defer. Sungbadi will kick it off, and we are underway here at Brian Kelly Stadium. His high this year against Southern Connecticut State University, 6 touchdowns, 5 passing, and 1 with his legs. Earned a lot of honors for that performance. But Assumption, a team that is slightly injured at the moment, specifically at the wide receiver position. So a lot of new faces will be in the mix today. Offadial already on the field at the bottom of your screen, who had a big catch last time. Mancini, Johnson, and Collier as well. First carry for Burrell Neal up the middle. The big man gets forward for a short gain. Neal took over as the number 1 back last week as Raekwon Washington missed the game. Neal getting his first touchdown on the season that day, a 1-yard score. 2nd and 5 here for the Greyhounds. Neal comes back in the backfield. Katie takes the snap and gives it to Neal again. Neal breaks forward, and that should be good for a first down. Neal had a good day against the Yellow Jackets last season. 2 touchdowns, a 4-yard score and a 13-yard score. Other scores on the day was Nicholas Chodak with a field goal, Quinn Seeger with a 2-yard reception, another one of Katie's weapons who hasn't played since the opener against Kutztown. Katie gives it to Neal again. Heavy run game so far. Neal makes a move and gets forward for another first down. A good start on the ground for Assumption.
Jacobs on the tackle. First down, Assumption. Ball spotted at the AIC 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line of AIC. Already 26 rushing yards on the day for the Greyhounds. Another handoff to Henderson, who breaks forward again, breaks through a tackle, and gets some more. That could be enough for another first down. The chains, yes, they will move. An ideal season for Assumption would be simply to replicate their season last year. 8-3 overall, 6-1 in conference, and 5-1 on the road. Handoff to Henderson, breaks to the left and gets stuffed for a gain of about 5 or 6. Will bring 2nd down.
Marcus Thomas on the tackle. Second and 4 from the 19.
Another handoff to Henderson up the middle, this time going nowhere. And the Yellow Jackets read that one. It's going to be a 3rd down here.
Sean Bell with the tackle. Third down and 2.
3rd down and 2 for the Greyhounds. Four wide receivers set. Neal in the backfield. Johnson, Mancini, Collier, and Offadial. Offadial and Collier are at the bottom of your screen. Katie, 3rd and 2, takes a snap, drops back, fires a pass to Collier, gets forward for the first down, wrapped up at about the 7.
Katie finds Bailey Collier for completion. First and goal, Assumption at the 8.
Assumption led by head coach Andy McKenzie in his 6th season last year, the Northeast 10 Conference Coach of the Year. led the Greyhounds to their third ever title. Katie drops back, plays a pass to Johnson, trying to break forward. He gets in for the score. Gavin Johnson, his third touchdown in 2 games, and the Greyhounds go up 6-0. Forward progress marking there. Katie drops back, pass to his left, in the air and intercepted. It was tipped off the fingers of, I believe, number 81 for Assumption, Ethan Freiberg, the tight end, trying to get points on the board. The hold is good. The kick is blocked. Another block for Assumption, and they could bring it all the way back. Deja vu for the Hounds. Blocked field goal all the way. Touchdown, Assumption. You don't see stuff like that every week unless you're a Greyhound fan. Keeps it himself, fires another deep pass to the left and completed, this time running in for the score. Number 14, Fatir Bell, gets AIC on the board. The ball was just kind of lofted up there a bit. Katie hands it off to Henderson. Henderson makes a move, stays on his feet. Henderson to the house. Touchdown, Greyhounds. Takes the snap, wide open, top of the screen. The pass is up for Johnson, his second on the day. Gavin Johnson, another touchdown. Greyhounds go up 30-7. Gavin Johnson, he's got 4 touchdowns in half as many games. 1st and 10, AIC. Pass up the middle, caught for the touchdown. 3 plays, 3 completions, and a score. Katie hands it off to Neal, and Katie keeps it himself. Katie, well, he fooled me, and he fooled the defense, and Katie's going to take it to the house for 6. 3rd and goal at the 3. AIC trying to get more points on the board. Rolls out, pass, intercepted. It's intercepted, and he could run back all the way. Number 35, Josh Lorio, he's always got men on him now, and he gets tackled at the 32. Assumption University football is becoming a walking highlight reel with their defensive plays, their special teams play, and they get the stand at the goal line. And Lorio runs it back almost the entire way. I think his speed not as good as maybe some of the D-backs and the wide receivers, but he gets the turnover chain, and the crowd is hyped now. Gets the pick. And look at that reaction. Ball is down. The Greyhounds, they will improve to 4-1, 2-0 in conference. A 38-14 victory today over American International College. 20 seconds to go, but they are just going to let it run out. A dominant performance in this second half from Assumption as they outscored AIC 21-7. A huge victory, and they are on to Franklin Pierce next weekend, and it was the big plays today. Joe McDougall with the blocked field goal, 2 interceptions returned for 74 total yards. Jake Katie, another good day at the office too, 2 passing touchdowns, and he ran one for 50 yards. Gavin Johnson, the leading wide receiver for the Greyhounds, 3 catches, 64 yards, and 2 touchdowns. James Henderson, the leader on the ground, 18 attempts for 97 yards. And as I mentioned, Jake Katie had a pick, but 2 touchdowns passing and 1 running it in. And that's going to do it from us today. A very dominant performance in the end by Assumption. They go on the road. They take on Franklin Pierce University next weekend. And for AIC, they travel to Southern Connecticut State. My name is Matt Laboissonniere. Thank you very much for joining me on today's broadcast of Assumption University football. You're watching Assumption versus AIC on the NE10 Now.